It's been a wild and crazy couple of weeks. Happy New Year to everybody. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We've been quiet, spending time with our kids, spending time with our family, and just going through a lot of changes here. I just wanted to make a quick video. We're getting ready for a winter storm. It's predicted that our area could be 1/4 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch of ice and 1 to 3 inches of snow. So we're not afraid of that, and we're kind of excited, to be honest. But with that comes lots of preparation on the farm. We've had to put out all the waters, hot water heater, tank heaters, all of that. Make sure we have ample hoses that we can drain and or store back in the house so that they're not frozen. We walk them all out, but anyway, it's just a lot of work. I've made sure that we're overstocked on all of our feed, overstocked on all of our groceries. So between the household and the farm and the business, we're just trying to be prepared. So anyway, here's a quick video on how all the horses are doing. They're all getting settled in. Everybody is getting ready for the storm. Here's our chicken and duck coop. As you can see, the ducks are totally loving life. They have no problems with the cold weather. Ducks love the cold weather, believe it or not. Zoe, don't torture them. The chickens hide out a little bit more than the ducks do, but the ducks get out and swim in their water every day. And believe it or not, we just 1 hour ago, that was crystal clear, clean water. But anyway, they'll have some new water tomorrow. We clean their water out once a day. This is Tim Brook. Some of you have followed his story. We rescued him November of last year. This blanket, this is kind of cool. We put this blanket on him just a little bit ago. Last year, this blanket was so big on him that it wasn't even an option to use it. And as you can see now, it is nice and fitting. Looks like his neck is a little bit tight. Actually, I'm gonna loosen that real quick here. All right, we made our adjustment. He's gonna be hard to get a video of. You stay there. Stay there, handsome. Tim Brook is a 27-year-old registered Pasafino stallion. Those of you who have watched his story a little bit know that he was an absolute wreck when he got here. And as you can see, I mean, not really under the blanket, but he's in optimal condition right now. We've had a hard time finding him a pasture mate. Since he is a stallion, we have to be careful, but I think we might have found us a friend here. This is Lulu, our pony that our girls ride, and Lulu and Tim Brook seem to get along really, really well. And since we have owned Lulu not quite a year, she has never horsed. So we're not worried about him breeding her because I don't think she's of breeding age, need, capacity. I don't know. She's just never horsed. So anyway, put your ears forward. Be nice. But this is Tim Brook and Lulu's little pen and area. They've got a small shelter, and we keep a blanket on Tim Brook because, well, he's a baby. Lulu has more hair than 15 people, so I think she'll be all right. She's a nice, fuzzy, furry Shetland mini pony cross, mini horse. Guys, be nice to each other. As we go along here, heading down to the big pasture, we have some fun, moving, spunky horses today. I think everyone kind of realizes and knows that there's maybe some weather coming in. We had some snowflakes just a few moments ago, so I'm hoping those come back soon. But we've been working on this pasture and cleaning out some old cedars. You can see that's why we've got a couple of old big brush piles started, and we'll be burning those this winter. This over here, that's Misty and Comanche. Sadie is a new horse that we rescued from auction. She's the red horse in the back. A lot of you have seen her first video that we did a trial riding on her. She's doing pretty good. And then there's Juno. And then over here is Beauty and Hank. Down in the bottom of the field, I don't know if you can see it, but we have one round bale feeder, a second one, and then if you look past the big hay bale pile, there's a group of horses back there, and there's a third one. So we are trying to offer plenty of spaces for the horses to hide from in out of the wind. We do not have run-in shelters for this group, but there's lots of trees and lots of area for them to have some covering and such. So they have the pond water, but we have some fresh water too. We keep fresh water for everyone out, and we've got hot water heater or tank heaters in them all. So we're excited about that. We've went a lot of winters without all of these things. And so Todd and I are excited. Please ignore the junk pile. This is going to be cleaned up in the very near future, actually. We've been working on a plan and have someone coming to get it. Hi, Red. This is Red. This is our son Skylar's horse. He's kind of an all-around family horse. And he is an awesome big boy. He is a Missouri Foxtrotter. He was sold to us grade, which means we didn't get his paper, not sold, let me back up. He was given to us without his papers, but he is said to be a registered Foxtrotter, Missouri Foxtrotter, and he shows all the qualities and signs that he is, but we never received the papers on him, and that's okay, we don't care. This is Bellita. So this is Izzy's mom. A lot of you have seen Bellita come through. We rescued her last January. Hi, baby girl. Hi, mama. Everybody's coming up to visit. We got a little clearing here for them so that they can hide up in here and get out of the wind. And then that one down there also blocks a lot of the north wind. We really try hard to make sure that we can block as much of the northwest wind as possible. This is Sombra. This is Bellita's first foal that we rescued. And then, of course, you know, a lot of you know Izzy, which is the little spotted, speckle-butted baby. I'll get some videos of them. All of the fillies are in the barn right now. So that's been a lot of extra work for us. We don't normally keep horses in the barn. And Todd and I have been working really hard trying to keep the barn nice and clean, or their stalls clean. The barn's still a wreck, but we're getting there, slowly but surely. We're working on fence lines and clearing and cleaning right now. There's all the mares. They are really spunky today. Over in that far pasture, that other field, that's a 6-acre field. There's 2 paddocks over there, so we keep all of our mamas that need to have special hay over there. All of our horses that are not bred, we feed them mixed grass hay, and we supplement with protein tubs and salt and mineral, of course. They get plenty of that. Here comes Dandy. She's a registered Missouri Foxtrotter as well, and we actually got her as a foal, a weanling, from JR and Emery Rosa at Homestead Horsemanship. We love our Dandy. She is quite the girl. She's smart and level-headed. They purchased her mama and then had her. Don't be hateful. So as soon as I saw her, I wanted her. She's a sweet girl. We had Solomon here on Wednesday, New Year's Day. He trimmed most of the horses' hooves. The younger ones, he did not trim them, and he didn't trim Boaz because Reuben still treats and trims Boaz's feet for now. But he did 18 horses on Wednesday. And I am thankful that Solomon is a young man with a good back still, because he did them all in one day, which is a lot, and it wore me out. So it actually took me a day to recover after dealing with catching all the horses, moving all the horses, handling all the horses. And of course it had to be like a super windy, wild day. And even our really calm, gentle horses wanted to act up. So I was actually sore and I rested Thursday, but we're back out getting stuff ready. Hi, Red. Wanna say hi again? Hi. You want to be on the camera? Why weren't you this sweet on Wednesday? Just didn't want to be, huh? You just didn't want to be this sweet to me? He was hard to catch. It was quite the ordeal. I will not bore you with the walk over to the other pasture, and I'm gonna go over there and then I'll get back on here. All right, I'm back over here in our dry lot now, where we actually have Sophie. Sophie is a Pasifino that we rescued not quite a year ago. She actually is having some difficulty with her hind legs. We haven't had her evaluated by the vet yet, or examined, but as you can see here, she's super gaited and she's a really cool mover, but she's been very, very sore lately and a little lame. So she'll get up from laying down. She lays down more than the other horses, and then she'll get up and then she'll feel like, you can see she's just really, really stiff in the hind end. I don't know if it's her hips or her stifles, maybe both. So we've got her up here. We're giving her a little bit of extra support with the temperatures dropping, because she doesn't have a real heavy coat. She has a lighter coat than most of the other horses. It does make her a little nervous, and so we're just kind of figuring things out. We've got her on some Butte and some Osteomax, some alfalfa pellets, things like that, to just kind of help give her some added support. So we are officially a farm of just horses. Well, we have our ducks and chickens too, but we made the hard decision to sell our cows. So our British White Park herd went on to their new home on Friday of last week, and it's taken me a little time to adjust to that. Todd actually adjusted way better than I did, but it was really hard for me to say goodbye to them. But we have too many other things going on, and we want to work on some services that 8E Rescue Ranch wants to offer this year, and getting rid of the cattle was one of those things that we had to do so that we could free up some time and allow us to offer those services. One of which is therapeutic riding lessons for children with special needs. And I don't know how that all looks yet. I've done it in the past. I've been involved at other facilities that did it, but I've never operated one on my own place. And so we've got quite a bit of prep to do before that can take place. But it is in the future, it is in our plan, and I'm really, really excited about it. We've just got too many awesome horses here to offer to everyone and to share, and that is something we want to do in our community. We want to offer and share riding lessons, grooming lessons, just learning and being with the horses for therapy purposes. So we're really excited about that. So Molly here, a lot of you have seen her video back in, I think she was born at the end of June, and so I put a video up in July. Molly is Roxy's baby, and we had to wean her a little earlier than we like, and unfortunately Molly just wasn't doing very well. So she's been in the barn now a couple of 3 weeks, I think, maybe 2.5. She got sick about the same time as Hope. So we weren't also dealing with all of the things with Hope, and then we had to deal with the situation with Molly. So we're on the mend. We saw Dr. Berger. He did some blood work on her, and we assessed that she was just basically having a little bit of failure to thrive. And why, I don't know. Her mama did a good job. We were feeding her. Since then, we figured out she is an extremely picky eater. All the feed that we've tried, she doesn't like, except for the most nourishing feed, I guess you could say. So that's been quite the challenge. We've added a lot of supplementation to her diet. She's on alfalfa brome hay, and she is doing better. All of her ailments have improved, She is gaining weight again and not looking so dehydrated. Say hi, Molly. I just love her pretty markings. So Molly's mom is Roxy, like I said, and her dad is Bob. We had Bob come and breed our mare, and he produced this beautiful, beautiful red baby, Miss Molly. Her registered name is Easy Now Molly. So she's learned how to do a lot of skills since being in the barn. She's haltering well, she's trailering well, and we're excited that she's making some gains. Sorry about the lighting in here. We don't have very good lighting in our barn. We've got all heated buckets now. Hopefully these foals don't start playing around in them, all these fillies and their sassiness. But it's been nice because as soon as the weather gets really, really bad, we don't have to worry about breaking ice. Now this pretty little gem over here, this is Lacey. And she is my personal horse. I was able to get her just after Christmas from a local breeder, and we are so excited about her. She's a weanling. She's just a little bit older than Molly, and she too is a registered Missouri Foxtrotter, and she's right at 7 months old, I believe, is how old she is now. And the man we got her from is a good guy, and he owned Showgirl for a while. So we've been really excited to work with him and get this beautiful foal and filly here. I'm really excited about her. I've wanted a black horse since I had to lay my horse that I had for 28 years to rest. And since Hunter has passed, I've just been holding out and waiting and waiting and waiting. And I can't afford anything rideable or riding age right now. They're just more than my price budget. And so I decided that I would settle on a filly and help her with all of her training and raise her myself and let her grow up here. Now, a lot of you know Izzy. This is Izzy. Unfortunately, she kind of has the back of the barn and it's a little darker back here. We do get the horses out as much as possible and take them for walks, all the fillies. That's part of their training. You know, they're all in halter training right now. But a lot of you probably remember Izzy. Izzy is Bellita's foal that we had this spring. She is a Cinco de Mayo baby. And I just had her color genetics done, or sent off, and I'm excited to get those back to see if she is carrying the right genetics for producing color. She is a non-gated horse, and her DNA genes come back that she has some sport horse in her, which her mom is Frisian and Percheron. So Izzy is a really cool filly, and we're excited about her. And she's massive. She's the size of most yearlings. She's a 7-month-old, and we expect her to grow out to be at least 16 hands tall, if not 16, 1 or 2. Now we step outside of the barn and we come over here and we see Boaz. Boaz is in his paddock. Let me cross the fence here. He is doing really well, guys. I'm excited to report to you that he's doing great. So he is going to be spending part of his winter outside. We need the barn for the young horses, but you can see he's just got a super thick, heavy coat. Come here, buddy. He's walking better. His hooves are improving slowly but steadily. You can see all that has grown out. He's got normal shape to his feet again. This back one, I know, don't get too sassy. The back one on the opposite side so it's a little deceiving because this side we had to take a lot out the last time that Ruben worked on him. But as you can see, I mean, I don't know if you can see, but I can show you that it's actually allowing air to the area where the canker was or is, allows it to die off. So air is the best medicine from what we can tell for the canker situation. And he's just, I don't know, guys. This is so cool. I don't know if a lot of you remember, but right there in his elbow, he had a major shoe boil, and it has subsided, almost went down completely. Look at this. That is just a little bit of loose skin. It's just loose skin from where it was fluid filled before, but it's doing so good. He had a big, huge cyst up here. You can kind of see where his hair is just slightly darker. That's where the cyst was. It's completely covered up, filled in. All of his hair's grown back. He's just doing great. He's just doing great. We're finding out that Boaz loves to read people. And by doing that, he's finding he's going to win himself a place in the therapy program. Whenever that time comes, and I get that all sorted out, I think Mr. Boaz here is going to be touching the lives of lots of little kids. And I am excited for him to have that job. But he's doing good and he's looking great. He's going to hang out here for the winter, or as much as we can. But he's healthy. He's doing great. He's eating. He gets his alfalfa brome. He gets mixed grass, which I have to be a little bit careful. I don't want him to get too much carbs because that can cause the canker situation to worsen. So we fine-tuned his diet. As you can see, his body score and composition is just looking awesome. I wish he'd go play. I'm gonna see if I can get him to go play. Will you go play? Go on. He's not having it. Come on. Go move. Go on. Go show him how you can stretch your stuff. I don't know if you guys can see it, but in his walk there, I mean, he has very little limping. That back hind leg still hurts, but when he turns, because he has an old injury on that leg, but he's doing so good. I know. You're like, what are you trying to do to me? Say hi. Say hi, handsome boy. He's so big, I can't get him in the camera all the way. Oh, wrong way. Sorry, that probably made you guys dizzy. Say hi, sweetie. Our sweet Boaz. What a good boy. He's taught me a lot. I'm very thankful for him. And thank you to everybody who has been supportive and helpful to 8E Rescue Ranch this past year. It's been an amazing journey. We're excited for 2025, and we hope everyone has a blessed and prosperous new year.